Hallo, das ist ein Resultat von meinem Erlebnis. Als eine Kunde war ich in Krefeld Hauptbahnhof gegen circa 5 Uhr heute, morgen 5 Uhr. Und es gibt einen Café, wo normalerweise zwei oder drei sehr nette Frauen arbeiten, aber heute, morgen früh, gab zwei sozusagen Männer, aber die sind keine Männer. Was die sind, ist ja nicht unser Thema. Aber die Situation war, ich habe einen Ingwertee bestellt. Ich war dabei, also nur zu sitzen, um meine Jobcenter-Papiere zu bearbeiten. Und ich habe 2,50 für einen Ingwer-Tee gegeben und danach der unnette junge Mann, quote unquote Mann, Mensch, Kreatur, dem ich habe noch später erinnert, ich habe ihm oder es bei H5 gesehen. H5 ist Pseudo, Queer, bla bla bla, Punk, Lefty, linke Seite, positionieren sie sich als linke Seite, ja, aber die sind alle fucking Nazis. First to last. Die verteidigen ihre Reputation wegen dieser Angehörigkeit zum Left, Extrem, Anarcho, Punk, Kreise. Die haben gar nichts zu tun mit. Okay? Und so als Resultat, ich habe ihm diese Person 50 Cent Trinkgeld gegeben, der hat nicht gesagt Danke. Er hat mir in den Augen nicht geguckt. Der hat, wann er konnte diese Tasse mit Tee schmeißen in mein Gesicht. Ja, yeah? Unpunishable. Würde er das gerne machen. Okay, also ich hatte ein Problem, meine Hände waren ein bisschen geschmutzt, wegen bla bla. Und ich habe ihm nett, also in einer Minute. Ich habe einen Platz genommen, also alle meine Sachen aus meiner Tasche rausgebracht, ja, an den Tisch gestellt. Und habe ich mich also ein bisschen vorbereitet für meine kommende Arbeit mit Papieren vom Jobcenter und so. Und, aber danach, also ich habe ein Sandwich früher bestellt von einem netter Mann, also ja, 5 Meter von dieser Café entfernt. Aber der ist also nicht weit von die Haupttüre des Bahnhofs gestellt oder ja, positioned. Und ich habe eine Hälfte von diesem Sandwich schon gegessen und danach habe ich gemerkt, mit einer 20 oder 25 Minuten Verspätung haben wir die Türe von diesem Café aufgemacht geworden. Ja? Also ich habe ihm also sehr nett gefragt, ob der hat eine Flüssigkeit wie durch die Covid-Zeiten und so. Und direkt, ich habe ein Attitude bekommen. Ja, ich muss nicht, diese fucking Nazi-Schadenfreude. Made in Germany. German international sport team. They should fucking compete in the Olympic Games and enter with a new sport, Schadenfreude. They will easy every year bring home the gold. Ja? Also, ich übersetze auf Deutsch. Deutschland muss sich für die Olympic Games in neuer Kategorie Schadenfreude angemeldet. Warum? Weil das ist Deutschlands National Sport, Schadenfreude. Und passiv-aggressiv Scheiße. Nicht so passiv manchmal, als sie sehen jetzt. Also sie haben sich schon gemerkt. Also auf jeden Fall, wenn sie gewinnen keine goldene Medaille, jedes Jahr werden sie sicher nach Deutschland ein paar Goldmedaillen bringen. Nummer 1. Schadenfreude, eine Kategorie, Olympic Sport. Und das zweite Kategorie, Passive-Aggressive Nazi-Shit und Active-Aggressive Nazi-Shit. Solid gold, buddy, every time. Every year, no contest. In fact, second, third place will also be German sportsmen, right? So, long story short. Lange Geschichte ganz kurz. Als Resultat, der hat mir also Sie kennen schon diese Geschichte, also ich habe viele Mal beschrieben. Von Herz zu Sonne. Das heißt Siegheil. Right? Richtig? Also, I must say, I'm not Sieg-heiling right now. I'm Jew, Ukrainian, Roma, Greek, mixtura, but mostly Jewish. Not Jewish. I'm not Jewish, I'm fucking Jew. Yeah, but I'm also Jewish, I'm kind of ish. Because of the Romanes and Greek and Cossack from Kuban. Yeah. Blut. So, these motherfuckers, because Siegheil is verboten in Deutschland, strictly. When you openly say Siegheil, you go fucking directly to jail. No question, no fucking trial, directly to fucking jail. In front of witnesses especially, video dokumentiert, yeah, good luck. But of course, as you know, as someone very smart said already in the 1940s, the Nazis of tomorrow will position themselves as anti-Nazis. The fascists of tomorrow will position as anti-fascist. Exactly what happened. Antifa? The biggest Nazis of them all, man. The lefty? The biggest righty. Right? This left feels right. It's a Bon Jovi song, unrelated to the context, but I love the title. Hey, John, Richie, Sambora, John Bon Jovi. Kudos. From Ukrainian fans of Slippery When Wet, New Jersey, Keep the Faith, great one. Blaze of Glory, too. Anyway, so the Nazis, they're fucking cowards. They cannot openly say their Nazi shit, so they come up with this raus. Hey, raus! Raus! What they really mean is not only they want you with their zip filing, zip file, file fiddler. They don't just want you out of their joint, They want you out of Germany, out of Europe, and preferably out of the world and out of life. Basically, this raus means, I want you fucking dead. Right? And they fucking get away with it because of the leniency of the German police that is always on the side of these fuckers. Hey, officially, I want to make an Anzeige against the two so-called officers of the law that showed up on the scene and made it acted like they took my complaint against the motherfucker who did this Not the fagster, whom I described from Hafunf. This was a big fucker. It was probably like fucking him up the ass. That's why they were 25 minutes late. There was loud music coming from the inside. The doors were all closed. Yeah, this will go to the proprietors, the owners of that business. I will make a fucking complaint. Right? So big fucker. Heavy. But also not very strong. I will not describe the entire situation. It's just that the officers, Marcelli, a woman, young woman, super not nice. Kind of good looking, but ugly on the inside, and it penetrates the face, the features. Ugly inside out. And a kind of a confused, scared little rookie, Kerpol, Officer Kerpol, young man, maybe 22 years old or so. She was taking charge, interrogating me, interrupting me at every point, fucking bossing me around when I was clearly the victim. And she said, yeah, we'll make, you want him to be charged with straf, like with a fine for making Körperverletzung, so creating grievous bodily harm. I said, yeah, I don't know the law. If the straf is enough, I want him to fucking go to jail and be fired first. I'll be even satisfied if he's just fired, to tell you the truth, because he's a scumbag. Jail is full of scumbags, in addition to all the honest people that are there, of which there's a lot. I must tell you, but it's for another chapter. And scumbags only find other scumbags in prison and make scumbag connections and come out and seek those scumbags out and create scumbag international with them. Gangs, right? I don't think anyone's ever come out of prison a rehabilitated person. Man, woman, don't care what. So they didn't even fucking interrogate him. They didn't exchange so much as one word to him. They repeated all the lies that he threw at them without checking. They didn't take his name. Nothing. That's German police for you in all its glory. All its glory. Right? And they made it look like they're gonna, I'm gonna get an Anzeige in post. I already have a Hausverbot in that place. They're gonna pass all of my information to those fuckers. So they're gonna know my face, my address, my telephone number, which I willingly gave them, which I should fucking replace. Because already I'm getting calls every day from numbers I don't know, people I don't know. I never pick up. I need that like I need a fucking bullet in my head. Like Randy Murray, trumpet player, extraordinaire for Sandra Orchestra in the 80s. My friend and teacher used to say, God bless you, Randy, wherever you are. Randall Murray, a veteran of Vietnam, motherfuckers. A veteran of jazz, motherfuckers. Right? I need that like I need a bullet in my head. These conversations. When people just breathe into the receiver saying nothing. Intimidation technique. It's alright. Anyway, so yeah, my head now looks like this. See? All blood clots and shit. It's a spectacular show, but man, I'm a fucking dog. One scratch will scare me. I was killed, Hey, striptease. We'll finish on a on a bright moment note. Hold on. For those of you that don't know me personally, okay, first of all, Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell, Ronnie James Dio. It goes on and on and on. It's heaven and hell. Chum chaka tagaram, tagaram. Chum chaka tararam, ararare. But for every breath, there's a future in lies. Yo. Yeah. Scars make the man. Anyway, I already have like a fucking cunt in my forehead. You see this scar? Maybe not very visible in this light. Anyway, this is a reminder of Larisa Bondaryanka and Maria Navrodska. Praise to high heaven, no longer with us since 2010, always here and here. And here, in my gut. Right? So yeah, after this 54-minute operation to save my life, then a fucking, I was attached to a device for 7 days that was like, I had only 10% of my lung breathing capacity, so a machine was breathing for me. It looked like a fucking ghetto blaster. This was 22 in Berlin, in Vivantes, Friedrichshain. Because of a beautiful quartet of Alex Kastner, French citizen, Nazi. One dude, I don't know his name, calls himself Thomas, also French, Alsace, French-German combination, Nazi. Ivan, what's his name, Hauptmann, I think, Hauptmann, supposedly sound engineer, Posaunenspieler, Posaune in German means trombone. Claims he played with Cecil Taylor on a record. I checked all the records that Cecil made in Berlin, and he made also a big band record with a bunch of names that some of them became somebody after 86, I think, 87, 88. And a bunch of people that I don't know where they went. They were probably students or something. Maybe they went into classical music, but in jazz they're never been heard from. So this shithead don't know shit from shit. And of course the main person in this rectangle, the one pulling all the strings, is the brother from the aforementioned Alex Kastner, calls himself Pierre Kisilianka. What a divne прізвище he selected, a strange, passably Ukrainian sounding last name, which of course is like doesn't exist, like his Ukrainianness doesn't exist. Pierre Kastner, okay, to be short. Both motherfuckers never worked a day in their life, lived through the money and inheritance and blind trust or whatever of their father, Jean-Luc Kastner, former member of Assemblée Internationale. Yeah, it's called Assemblée. Anyway, French Parliament, whatever the shit name they have for it. As I was laying dead on the ground, not able to breathe and say a word, because my fucking lungs were broken and pierced, like my ribs were broken, pierced my heart, created irreparable damage. That was supposed to kill me within 45 minutes, called the fucking cops in order to intimidate me, because they knew I had no papers at the time. This was 21st of May, 2022, my second birthday, okay? And scare tactic. They wanted to make me run and then die in the gutter, and then who the fuck cares in Germany if some asshole Ukrainian, no name, nobody, nothing, without any Aufenthaltstitel, any visa or whatever, dies in a fucking gutter. Sweep him like trash, throw him into the Müll dumpster, in a trash can, like a thing. Yeah, but that's not what happened. Of course, I called the fucking cops. They called the fucking cops. I stuck around. Soon the cops arrived. I was like, Krankenwagen sofort, meaning Red Cross service immediately. My friends, my long distance friends, the ones I know, ones I don't know, the ones I will know maybe someday, the ones watching me, however many of you, 5,000, I don't care. Quality, that's what matters to me. What I'm saying is, what am I saying? The story can go on and on like heaven and hell. Yeah? Wait, which one is Dio? This one. Yeah, it goes on and on in heaven and hell. Those motherfuckers will pay. Yeah, Pierre, if you're watching this, prepare your wallet. I don't want you in prison, Pierre Kastner. Pierre Kaskis, he calls himself. With an ugly fucking Kaskis. He's probably into that fashionable, good old, new old black magic, where they flip everything around and read it like Jews from right to left, because they're envious of the Jews, as we are the chosen people. Sorry, not you, motherfuckers. Us, me. Caricaturized Christ. Yeah, sorry. This. Слава Украине, motherfucker. Героям слава, блядь. Тричи слава. I don't want you in prison, Pierre. It's the last place I want you to be, because you're a fucking scumbag. Prison is full of scumbags. I don't want you to be making scumbag connections and creating a scumbag internationale, and let alone like pulling the strings, because you're a clever fuck, but you're actually stupid as fuck. You know why? Because you underestimate your opponents and you're too full of yourself. Not a good position to win. Read up on Sun Tzu. Yeah, Sun Tzu. The Art of War. Okay. This goes out to everybody, by the way. Yeah. Check that book, at least a digest, like a little meme board. Why don't I start a bath? That's what I'm here for. Yeah. Sorry for jumping from one topic to the next, but in fact they are connected. Butt plug. No, buff plug. Butt plug I also got, but not for that. Maybe I should use it. Yeah, hold on. Pauza.